Alright guys, so this is it. This is the last weekend before the OSW's Black Friday event. So I'm gonna tidy up a couple things and do some very important mods, some new seats and harnesses. So let's get to it. We're gonna remove these, see what's under my 2 layers of carpet, and then swap the seats in with the new harnesses and some other little goodies. The girls are going to work on a little project this weekend that I think is going to come out pretty cool. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do before we start removing the interior is, since we basically have 4 days, I want to get the wheels as clean as possible before they do their project, before Speedy and them do their project. So I've used this in the past and this stuff is absolutely awesome. It's the BDP or Brake Dust Pro. Dip Your Car sells this. You can get this on Amazon, and this stuff just works wonders. So yeah, I'm gonna do this like 3 times before they do their project over the week. Alright guys, that's a wrap for day 1. Alright, so we went ahead, obviously the seats were removed from the other day. We pulled back the carpet to see what was under it. Luckily the tan carpet that was in this car was only under over the transmission tunnel. So what we ended up doing was we just cut back as far back the tan carpet as much as we could, because it actually runs the entire length of the transmission tunnel. So we were trying to pull it out, but it seems like the only way to get that carpet out from back here is removing the dash. So whatever, we cut it back, cleaned it up a little bit more, so now you don't really see the tan. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run the hydro lines. I got the kit from Drift HQ, and I got it for a 350Z. So it comes with 1 long cable, or 1 long line, and then 4 smaller lines. So obviously this 1 long line, which probably in the 350Z goes from the hydro straight back, I'm gonna actually use the long line to run it into one of the sides, and then use one of the 4 shorter cables to put my T here, and then use the other 3 to make my other line, long line. So luckily in the Miata, like a lot of other cars, you just gotta poke around, and luckily this right here goes through to the back. I don't know if you guys can see. Where are we? It's somewhere there. There it is.
Let me see.
So that's where we're gonna run the hydro. I just gotta make the hole a little bit bigger with the drill. We are good to go. Alright, so here's the hydro line. I pulled it through. Clearly the rear knuckle is at home, it's not here, so I just wanted to run the lines with the seats out. It'll be a lot easier. So now that I got it pulled through that back wall, I'm just gonna use this came with the kit. Is a 90-degree elbow, just to plug up this end, so that way this end isn't exposed to the elements and it doesn't get all messed up. And then I'm gonna zip tie it over here so it's out and away, and then there's a plastic shield that goes over this, so that hopefully will keep it protected to a certain degree. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright guys, so these are the seats that we got. These are the NRG Innovations FRP-300s. they're nice and big to fit my big butt. So hopefully they fit in the Miata. There's absolutely zero information on whether they fit or not. And I'm guessing that's because most people that try to get them to fit or stay away from them is because they haven't swapped their door panels. So, and then in here we have the brackets from Destroy or Die. Alright, so here's one side, the left side bracket, and here's the other side.
And the other side.
So there you go. Now what I liked about these brackets is that since the slot is very wide, it can fit a range of seats from large like this to smaller seats. So yeah, so let's go ahead and swap these on, put the seat in the car, trying to get things situated, put the harness on the harness bar, and then I gotta make holes for one of the lap belts and the crotch belt, and we're good. Brackets are in. I just put it there for now. We're gonna go put the seat in the car and see how this feels.
Hey guys, we're doing a project, so stay tuned for more fun.
Mrs. 2.6 put in a lot of work on this weekend. Lots. Alright guys, so Mrs. 2.6 went ahead and got the seats mounted, the harness is done, and yeah, all that fun stuff. She did all the hard work. So we're going to show you how we got these seats in here. So these are the FRP-300, so this is a large seat, and by large, it's big. Alright, I have a size 44 waist, and without the cushions in the seat, I fit nice and snug, but not, you know, I don't have to kill myself to get into these seats. Getting out is another story, but whatever. So what we had to do with the Destroy or Die brackets is that since the seat is so wide, the brackets sit wider than normal, right? So what ends up happening is that the one of the corners of the brackets actually butts up against the transmission tunnel. Here, it's actually hitting the transmission tunnel, so we had to bang that as flat as possible. And then over here, the seat actually comes out and it hits in this area right here. So I had to pull the carpet back, and then again with the hammer, bam, 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 flatten out as much as we can, and then get the seat in. That was the easy part. The hard part was, since we're not using any sliders, because I wanted the lowest possible seating position, since we're not using sliders, to get back here to do the 2 bolts in the back on each side was a mission. So I highly recommend either a small kid or a skinny friend or somebody with really small hands help you, because I could get my hand back there, but I couldn't position my hand in a way where I can turn those bolts to get it down. So now they're in. Let me go ahead and show you what I look like in the car. So here's where I'm at. I feel lower, and I can tell because the tack is more in my line of sight than before. And yeah, I'm actually happy with the seating position. I'm a little more forward than I would like, but when I put the seat back, one more adjustment, it was too far back. So I'd rather be a little bit closer than too far back. So all in all, I'm happy we got this done. So we're gonna go ahead and put the hardtop on. Did you show them the wheels?
No, not yet.
Okay. When we get the car down, we'll show you the wheels. Alright guys, so see you in the next video. Peace.